I've been on both sides of this fight. I've owned one of the biggest moving companies in Colorado, and I've done trades that damn near broke me. I'm talking 100-degree heat, bucking hay, dragging insulation through attics that felt like ovens, right? Pouring concrete until my forearms locked up like rusted machinery, right? So when I say this video is about the brutal truths behind high-paying trades, I'm not guessing. I've lived it. I've got the medical bills and the chiropractor on speed dial to prove it to you. This isn't a hit pieces on trades. I respect the hustle, guys, but most people have no clue what these jobs actually cost you behind the obvious paychecks, right? I'm Joshua T. Osborne, and the real question isn't how much can I make? It's what am I giving up to go and get it? Let's talk about what nobody else will say out loud. Here's the math they don't teach in trade school. And this is going to completely change how you think about high-paying manual labor. That $150,000 lineman job everybody goes and talks about. Now, subtract the hospital bills, the truck repairs, the specialized gear, the weekly chiropractor visits. Divide it by a 20-year career because your body's not lasting 40 years in these conditions. That six-figure salary suddenly doesn't look so shiny when you factor in the real cost. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, guys, the average career span for high physical demand trades is 15 to 20 years shorter than the office job, right? The injury rate in construction, electrical work, heavy industries are 3 to 5 times higher than general employment. But here's what really gets me fired up about conventional career advice. Everyone pushes these jobs as recession-proof and good money, without mentioning that you're essentially pre-financing your future physical therapy sessions with current overtime pay. I learned this the hard way. I had a heart attack at 28 running my own company, grinding 80-hour weeks, wearing stress like a badge of honor, and it almost killed me. The income was great until I was staring at a $50,000 hospital bill, wondering what the hell I was doing with my life. That's when I figured out there's a way to make money off of these industries without breaking yourself doing the actual work. I stopped doing the moves and started building the websites that got the calls. And eventually, I was making more selling these leads to other movers than I ever made doing the job myself. That's when it hit me. The real money isn't in the work. It's in controlling the customer flow. Click the link in the description right now. I'll show you exactly how I built a portfolio of digital properties that bring in over $41,000 per month by connecting trade businesses with customers without ever stepping onto a job site or risking my health ever again. My students are making $2,000 to $6,000 a month using the same system, working smarter instead of harder. Now let me break down the specific cost these jobs extract from you that nobody mentions during recruitment. Let's demolish the big lie in these trades of hard work keeps you healthy. Because no, it breaks you down systematically, one shift at a time. I've seen linemen guys who can't lift their arms above their shoulders by 45 years old. Underwater welders who can barely walk upstairs. Or oil rig workers who are bone on bone in their knees by 38 years old. Commercial drivers with constant joint pain from pressure changes that never stop. You'll know more about joint pain than a rheumatologist, but with worse health insurance, right? These jobs pay big money because they cost you something big. Your long-term physical capability. You're literally trading mobility at 50 for a bigger paycheck at 30. Nobody mentions this at the job fair because it's bad for recruitment numbers. The human body isn't designed for repetitive heavy lifting or constant vibration from power tools or working in extreme temperatures for decades. What feels manageable, guys, at 25 becomes unbearable at 45. Physical therapy becomes a regular expense for you. Pain medication becomes a part of your morning routine. Surgery becomes inevitable, not just possible. Here's the truth that nobody wants to acknowledge. You can't do this work forever, and most trades have a built-in expiration date. Most high-paying physical trades have a career span of 15 to 20 years if you're lucky and careful, right? But compare that to an office job where people work 40 years and retire with functioning bodies. Take that, $150,000 annual income, divided over 20 years instead of 40, then subtract the accumulated medical cost, your truck payments, tool replacement, and ongoing healthcare needs, and guess what? You're making less total lifetime income than somebody who works for 40 years behind a desk and retires healthy with transferable skills, right? The guy making $60,000 in an office job might seem like he's earning less, but he's building a 40-year career with compound benefits, retirement savings that actually compound over time, and a body that's still gonna work for him at 65. Meanwhile, you're facing career transitions at 45 or 50 years old with specialized skills that don't transfer, a body that limits your options, and potentially decades of medical expenses ahead for you. Let's talk about where you're actually spending 10 to 12 hours a day, because it's not what the recruitment videos show you. Portable toilets that smell like they've been fermenting since the Clinton administration, job sites with no air conditioning, no clean bathrooms, no potable water, right? Lunches wherever you can eat standing next to your truck. Breaks are non-existent because the schedule is always behind. The facilities guys make a gas station bathroom look like a luxury spa, and it rains. You're still working no matter what. It's 12 degrees outside. Guess what? Still working. Heat index hits 105 for the day. Better drink more water and keep on moving. I've worked jobs, guys, where the safety plan was just this laminated sign zip tied to a bent nail, and then you're told to toughen up or leave because somebody else is waiting to take your spot. This isn't a corporate job with ergonomic chairs and subsidized cafeterias, right? It's controlled chaos, and adapting to chaos is part of the job description for you. The facilities are whatever the general contractor could get permitted for the lowest possible cost, right? Your comfort isn't factored into project budgets. Here's another hidden cost as well. You're not just working 10 hours a day. You're commuting to wherever the work happens to be, and that location changes constantly, right? Construction crews change job sites like they're in a witness protection program. One week, you're 15 minutes from home. Next week, it's 2 hours each way through traffic. Your truck starts to become your office, dining room, and therapy couch all rolled into one. That's 4 unpaid hours daily just getting to and from work. Storm chasers, they'll drive thousands of miles following weather patterns, right? Rig workers live offshore for weeks at a time. Traveling trades guys essentially live out of the hotel. You're not just working, you're commuting. You're recovering from physical stress. You're maintaining vehicles and doing it all over again the next day. I've seen workers making $120,000 every year, but then they're spending $800 monthly just to keep their work truck operational, right? Gas, right? They got maintenance, insurance, repairs from job site damage, right? And it adds up faster than your paycheck. Work-life balance for you disappears completely. You get home exhausted, you crash on that couch, and you hope your family still recognizes you. You'd assume that high-paying trades come with solid benefits to offset all those risks, right? That assumption would be wrong. Most trades positions offer minimal paid time off, no freaking sick days, and no backup plan for when things go wrong. If you break your hand, that's potentially $4,000 a week off without pay, right? Want a vacation? Sure, if you can afford unpaid time off during the brief window when projects actually allow it. The health insurance, guys, covers about as much as a bandage would cover on a broken leg. It's ridiculous, right? Disability insurance is paperwork nightmare that's designed to deny every claim that comes through. And when a project ends, so does your paycheck immediately. One storm session concludes, guys. One oil price crash, one economic downturn, and you're back to zero income while still carrying all the same monthly expenses. There's no severance package for you, no transition assistance, no job security beyond the current contract. You're always one project cancellation away from unemployment. This is the part that nobody discusses because it doesn't fit the tough guy narrative that's out there. The mental toll of these careers, most of these job sites operate with toxic cultures where you're expected to tough it out, regardless of injury or stress or personal problems, right? There's no human resources department. There's no employee assistant programs, right, for you. There's no mental health support. If you miss birthdays at the end of the day, you miss anniversaries, family events, because the work schedule doesn't accommodate your personal life. So you eat lunch alone in your truck most days, right? Dating becomes nearly impossible when you're covered in industry residue, exhausted and gone half the freaking time. Your social world shrinks to your immediate crew, and that isolation compounds over time, right? Add in the physical pain, the financial stress that comes with it, and career uncertainty, and many workers start to develop substance abuse problems or depression. The rates of alcoholism, prescription drug dependencies, and suicide high-stress trades, guys, they're significantly above national averages. But these statistics don't appear in recruitment materials, do they? Let's run actual numbers that destroy the big money narrative that you've all been fed. $150,000 salary sounds impressive until you break it down honestly. You'll do more math calculation hidden costs than you did in high school, and the results are just as depressing. After taxes, you're looking at approximately $110,000 take home, right? Subtract $12,000 annually for the truck payment, insurance, maintenance, right? And then another $8,000 for specialized tools, safety equipment, and gear replacement, because that's going to happen. And then add another $6,000 off on that for eating out daily because job sites don't have kitchen. Include another $5,000 for additional medical costs not covered by basic ass insurance, right? Now you're down to roughly $79,000 in actual disposable income. But here's the crucial part. Divide that over a 20-year career instead of a 40-year career. Your annual equivalent becomes $39,500 when you spread that over normal working lifetime, right? Compare that to somebody earning $55,000 in an office job for 40 years with normal healthcare costs, right? The office worker comes out ahead financially while maintaining physical health and career flexibility. Look, not attacking trades or people who choose them. Some people actually love this work, and that's completely valid. But most people enter these careers thinking it's a path to financial freedom without understanding the actual total cost of the equation. They see six-figure potential, and then they don't spend the time to actually read the fine print about what this income coming in for them actually cost in terms of their health, their time, and long-term opportunities, right? And that's exactly why I developed digital leasing strategies that serve these same industries without the physical sacrifice. I build websites that rank for trade-related searches and lease the leads to local contractors. Now, I earn more than most trade workers without the physical deterioration, the safety risk, right? The lifestyle constraints, no truck payments, no commute to dangerous job sites, no weather-dependent income. My students are building similar income streams, $2,000 to $6,000 monthly, using their knowledge of these industries to create digital assets instead of trading their bodies for paychecks. Here's what my day-to-day looks like right now compared to when I was grinding physical trades. I wake up without back pain, guys. I check my phone and see payments from contractors across the country. $850 from a roofer in Texas, $1,200 from an HVAC company in Florida, $650 from a plumber in Ohio. No commute to a job site. No safety meetings about avoiding electrocution, right? No weather delays affecting my income. And the beautiful part is I understand these industries from the inside. I know what contractors need, what problems they face, and what customers are searching for online. That knowledge becomes the foundation for building lead generation sites that actually work. But instead of destroying my body to serve these industries, I'm building digital assets that serve them. If you're considering trades purely for the income potential, you owe it to yourself to explore alternatives that pay well without the hidden costs I've just outlined. There's a free training linked in the description that walks you through exactly how this works. I'll show you the complete system for building digital assets around trade industries. Real income, proven strategies, no physical sacrifice required. This isn't about avoiding these industries. It's about positioning yourself strategically within them to build wealth instead of just earning wages here. If this reality check helped you think differently about, all these different career strategies, then like the video and subscribe for more content like this, okay? Drop a comment also and tell me which hidden costs surprised you most, or maybe are you currently experiencing any of these realities in your own career? I would love to hear about it, because the goal isn't to discourage anybody from following their own path. It's to make sure you understand the complete picture before committing years of your life and your health to any career choice at all. Build something that pays you without breaking you, right? Build something that lasts longer than your knees and your back. Let's build wealth systematically instead of just trading time and health for money.